is, in the original, is the A is 3 measures. A, the second A is 4. That's right, 4.5. And the third, and B is 5 measures. But that was a little too much. So we just kept the 3, which is the most noticeable variation on the preconceived notion of the 12-bar blues. And the others we ironed out. So that allows the piece to go smoothly all the way through without getting Larry and Fido hung up, and still has that one change in it, which combined with the different chords and half chords, things like that, make it sound different from the other songs we do.
Why is Bob singing Pony Blues to her?
Why not? Oh yeah, no, I'm not. I shouldn't be quite that flippant. There's a good reason. His Pony Blues also is characterized by a 3-measure phrase at the beginning, all singing, then deletion of the 4th measure of the standardized form, and then right into the 5th. And so the meter, is that the right word? The phrasing of the melody on Pony Blues fits the Barefoot Bill, Ed Bell scene.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm really going to have to get you with a guitar to demonstrate some of these things for the tape. But
yeah. Son House's version of Pony Blues is 11 measures long.
This makes Ed Bell and Barefoot Bill seem a little less Alabama than might be.
It is perhaps, this is weird, because if it, from Alabama, that ledger, what I was referring to, that was the company ledger. It's a Columbia record, isn't it?
I think so.
And it says Barefoot Bill of Alabama. Well, maybe he was just going through Alabama. Where is that recorded?
Does Bass have
Was it in Atlanta? Yeah, turn that off. Some garbage have to say on this matter. Let's see, will that be under Bill or under Barefoot?
Barefoot, since his last name is Miller.
Bear Beeman Baptist Bear, comma, Foot Bill. Yeah, it says here, it has been wrongly alleged that this artist is Ed Bell. In fact, he only accompanies Ed Bell. Now, also, it says, see also Pilly Bowling. Now, I think we should check up on Pilly Bowling. All 3 of these characters are in the B section, so it's very convenient.
I never heard of Pilly Bowling.
Neither have I, and I've never read that before, so it is with considerable fascination that I seek out Pilly Bowman. B-O-L-L line Mac. Vocal duets with Barefoot Bill, accompanied by own guitars. Atlanta, Saturday, April 19th, 1930. Now, here we have Atlanta, Sunday, April 20th, 1930. Under a Barefoot Bill recording date. So that's his second recording date is 1930. He appears with Pilly Bowling. Now, whether that makes it more likely that he also accompanies Ed Bell, I don't know. I would still say no, because the singer and the guitar seem to be too well integrated on that stuff, and they use It's very uneven. Some of it, when the singing comes in.
Why can't he bear a bill?
The artist himself,
Why can't Barefoot Bill be Ed Mills?
I think I could recognize the two apart
Their
on
voices.
their voices.
Mhm.
Let's look up Ed Bell. Baker. Yeah, this is weird. They're very arbitrary in this. Vocal accompanied by guitar, possibly his own. That's 1927. That includes Mamlish. And then accompanied by Barefoot Bill, 1930. Oh, okay. Now, I'll take back some of what I said because, according to the Blues Book, the only claim for being accompanied by Barefoot Bill is made for the 1930 record, which I've never heard. So I'll take that all back because they do not claim that he plays guitar on the early songs. They recorded in 1927. Now, these things are all done in Atlanta, except for the Ed Bell's first date, which is in Chicago. So they weren't done in Alabama. So
Nothing was
so
recorded.
right. So Barefoot Bill of Alabama, that statement was made in Georgia. So perhaps they are indeed from Alabama. On the other hand, he could have learned his music somewhere else
Not necessarily.
and then moved to Alabama. Oh Lord.
Or come from Alabama and learn elsewhere.
Great God, Yodid IR. What is that? What did that turn out to be?
What?
Great God, Yodid IR. What did that turn out to be? Going to move to Alabama? Great God, Yodid IR. That's what Faye thought it was.
Oh, wasn't it where they don't know? No.
Oh, I know it's not true. It's just ridiculous. That's what Faye thought it
We
was.
were listening to one the other day that said where they don't allow you.
Uh-huh. Well, anyway.
Okay. When did you start collecting records?
LPs?
No, 78s.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I only collect post-war. About 1 year ago. Maybe 10 months ago.
Why?
Well, I'd been avoiding doing this for a long time because of the money. But I just kind of fell into it because when I was in San Francisco, Chris Strackwitz has a record shop there, and he had this incredible sale going on. He just auctioned a lot of his records and hadn't got hardly any bids. He had a lot of duplicates. He just had 1,000 records lying around. He just became annoyed. He was selling them for $3 a piece, and the price kept dropping. So finally, when we got there, it was down to $150. And some of the best post-war records were there, some of the rarest. So I couldn't pass up stuff like that, $10 records for $150. So I wound up buying 30 or 40 of them. And then Bob helped me out. He sold me a whole pile of records, 3 for $1. Some of them I didn't even know, so some of them turned out to be $2 records. So he was very nice. And then I devastated Pete Welding's auction list at low prices because I took a chance on that thing that if I was the only one to bid real high, that nobody else would, and that all of my high bids I wouldn't have to pay them because of the fact nobody else would bid high and all the prices would be reduced. It was a rare kind of an auction. You paid, I think, 50 cents higher than the second place bid is what you paid. So I just bid $10, $15, $20 on everything I wanted and wound up winning them for $4 or $5 or $3. So that worked out real good.
Are you going to be the kind of record collector like Bob that collects labels and just things because they're rare?
I'll pick up a record on rarity if I can get it for a quarter or less if I happen to stumble across it on a field trip. But I would never bid for that kind of an item on an auction, or I'd have to pay $5 or $6 for it.
So your scene isn't gonna be like the pure record or pure vinyl scene?
No, no, but I do have some collector's spirit, nonetheless. Some of these labels are so off the wall, and that it's pretty interesting to have some of that stuff.
Like what?
Oh, JVB and Fortune, all them things in Detroit. They record with one tape recorder in the back of record stores, things like that.
In your opinion, which are the best labels for, which labels put